Why is there so much war, destruction, and everything? At that moment, I was thinking about where to go next, and with that, chapter 1 came to an end. I spent the night thinking which direction, where I would like to go next, and there was so much to discover, so much to explore. I couldn't think of where I would want to go. So I set out randomly, wherever my feet leads me, and I can move from there wherever I want to. I like being this free, going wherever I want, seeing things, seeing structures, seeing everything. After some time of walking, I came across some structures and I decided to go and check them out. It's been a while since I've seen humans, people, since I've come here. I'm starting to think that they have all been wiped out, which I do hope not. This place is filled with monsters and beings which I didn't even know existed. Where and how are things happening here? I have so many questions. I looted some things from the chests here. Not very useful, and it seemed like someone had left a cake here. This is a beautiful place. I would think about settling down here if not for my adventures. After spending the night here, I decided to leave. Leave for... I don't know. I have no idea where I'm going. Though this was a lovely place where I would have loved to meet some people, know about the stories, how this place came to be. I took a slice of the cake before leaving. Traveling alone, I don't mind it. Loneliness for me is a gift given to those who are really lucky. It means that you are going free from life, free from distractions, free from anything. And that is the greatest gift life can give you. Throwing away all illusions, everything. After some time, I came by a village in the plains biome. I didn't know villages existed here, so I was quite happy to find one. First thing I did was I went in there, explored, looted the chests, but that was not for free. You'll see why I said that later on. I was going around there, just looking at things, taking everything in, talking to the villagers, then talking to the iron golem. He's a good guy, the iron golem. And then I was preparing to leave. I noticed a group of pillagers far from the village. They were a big group, but they seemed to be approaching rapidly towards the village. I decided that I would take them on, not because of the things I was given by the villagers, it is because I wanted to. My kindness is not a byproduct of any other emotion. I am kind because I decide to be kind. And now I wanted to be kind towards the villagers, towards the first humans I saw in this land. I wanted to save them. And so I charged. That fight was close. I realized I needed more gear, especially a shield. So I created one with the diamonds I had. And I decided not to go back into the village and leave this as a goodbye. I did not want any more attention of the pillagers towards the village. So I left the place after looking at it for a while. I enjoyed the time I stayed in this place, the adventures I had, but it was time for me to leave this island and move towards another. So I took one last look towards the village, and even though they didn't see me, I just said goodbye to everyone who made this a wonderful time for me, and I left. I left the island, then I soared the waters, swam to be exact, across the waters. This armor helped me a lot to soar the seas, and I came across a new island. I went into it. I was exploring it, and then I found a wolf. Luckily, I had some bones with me that time, so I was able to tame it. Being lonely is something I never really minded. I wouldn't say I got used to it, but I never expected myself to be around with everyone for a long time. Everything is temporary. So this was again something like that, but I felt this sense of warmth within me, having someone to accompany me in my journey, someone who I could trust my back to without having another thought, and that just made me feel good. While I was going through the forest, I heard a weird deep sound, which was unlike any other I had heard before. And then I noticed there was this odd cave. I was first of all surprised, then I decided to look. Wow, there was a cave here. And then I approached it. The cave was dark. I didn't know what to expect. Then a big humanoid monster approached me. What was that? I wouldn't want to be hit by one of those, but it was unexpectedly a easy fight. I got a accessory from it, which gave me pretty good damage. I was happy. Then I went inside the cave. It was dark. It was a lair, not a cave. And I explored. I got it. I found a chest with the remains of the victims before me, and a lot of other useless stuff. After looting that place, me and my buddy left for another adventure. We started roaming. This island seemed to have a lot of mountains, which I really liked. So I decided to get on top of one because I wanted to see how this place looked from a height. And after getting on top of the mountain and walking for some time, we came across a village. After entering the village, I knew something was wrong. The villagers were scattering, panicking, to their houses. Some were random. Everything was in chaos. So I quickly readied myself for battle. My instincts were shouting at me, adrenaline rushing in my blood. I knew deep down that this would be the greatest fight I had ever fought. Rain was pouring. The sky turned dark. I talked with the Iron Golem. Even though we had met just now, thunders falling from the sky, lightning, my dog rushing in, helped me. This was a fight, but I couldn't risk my dog getting harmed. I sat my dog down and I was ready to fight the tens and hundreds of enemies that would be coming towards me. This was the perfect moment for a legendary battle. The atmosphere, everything. I took the high ground to notice, to see from where they would attack next. Arrows pouring towards me from all directions. Vindicators swarming towards me like ants. I managed to overcome the warriors, to only understand that this was only one of the earlier waves of this battle that was about to get even harder. I went to the other side of the village to see the Iron Golem had taken out his sight too. He was an honorable warrior, fighting to protect, for nothing else, only to protect. I respect. That is a man. That is a thing worthy of respect. This time, an overwhelming number of enemies came towards me, to the point I myself had to back up. They were too much for me at that time. The villagers, pillagers, vindicators, witches, zombies. But my friend saved me. The Iron Golem, the honorable warrior. He took them out. With the duo, we were able to defeat them this time. I repaired my friend, and we were ready to fight the next wave. But they didn't appear, or they didn't seem to. All of them were hiding in a pit. They were waiting for me to jump in. I noticed that, and I jumped in anyway. They cornered me. They thought they could put me in a disadvantage, but I would win anyways. I took my time defeating them one by one, lightning being the background. I took care of them one by one, defeated them all. I came back to the village to see even more enemies had shown up, scattered all throughout the village. Zombies, baby ones, coming towards me. The night turned to day. It was something I was getting used to. I fought and I fought and I fought. They were all defeated. I fought till my last legs and I won. This wouldn't have been possible without the friend of mine. It is always said that victory comes with a price, but I did not know yet what price I would have to pay for this expensive victory. I came back to the village to celebrate it with my friend. The friend who I fought this huge battle with. The friend who helped me when I was down on my knees. The friend who helped me defeat this army of pillagers. I realized one thing, that relationships and bonds are not relevant to time. Even the greatest of bonds could be forged in the direst of circumstances. And now, the friendship we had was greater than any I had made before. I searched for him, but could not even find his remains, for I had known what would have happened to him. He was a brave warrior. He went to fight the army by himself, not even calling out to me as he slaughtered these monsters. He never did once ask for help. It was raining. It was raining. It was raining. It is said that a man must never show weakness. Man must never be taken control of by his emotions. Maybe the earth, the world was crying with me at the moment, that it helped me mask my tears. You will always be remembered. As long as I remain, I will carry these memories. I will carry these memories to my grave. We are mortals. We do not live long. But people remember us by our intentions, our actions, and our work. That is the beauty of life and our memories. As long as the memories remain, we are immortal. Life truly is beautiful. My friend, he died selflessly. He burned and burned until there was nothing to burn. He burnt his soul for what he believed in, protecting the villagers. May he rest in peace. Before I left this place, I finished writing his grave, writing what he was, a brave warrior and a good friend, better than one could ask for. But that only stays with me. He will lay down there forever. He will be known as the one who sacrificed himself. Once again, may he rest in peace. Me and my dogs paid respects, standing there. It looked like another dog had started to follow me. I had some more work to do. Before going, I previously put down the pillagers' banners that I got by defeating them on the well, so they may not approach the village anymore. I left. I decided to leave one of my dogs in here under the care of the villagers, so they now have a new protector. I sat him down and I named him Edward. Edward, take care of them, okay? Now you're the protector of the village. I know you can do it, and I wish you good luck. And you can do it, I know it.